Hi, my name is Anakana Schofield. Thank you so much for inviting me to participate in Mayo Days. I have a long relationship with the county of Mayo, and I'm reading to you from my new novel, Bina. It's my third novel, and anybody who read my first novel, Malarkey, will recognize Bina from that book. She was our woman's best friend. This novel is about female friendship. It also ponders difficult philosophical questions around autonomy in and dying. I'm reading to you from Vancouver in Canada today, and it's not a bad day. They are cutting the trees outside for the power lines, so that the next time there's a windstorm, the power doesn't go out. So if there's any industrial noise in the background, that's what it is. So I'm just going to give a short reading from the book to give you a flavour of the book, and thank you so much for all your support. Writers are nothing without readers. My name is Bina, and I'm a very busy woman. That's Bina, not Bina. I don't know who Bina is, but I expect she's having a happy life. I don't know who you are, nor the state of your life. But if you've come all this way here to listen to me, your life will undoubtedly get worse. I'm here to warn you, not to reassure you. I am a modern woman with modern thoughts on modern things. I'm not a young person, so I'm used to being ignored. I expect you won't listen. The last time we met, nobody listened to me. If you see me on the road and I pay no heed to you, know I have very good reasons for doing so. If you ever see a person lying in a ditch, drive straight past them as fast as you can. And if a man comes to your door, do not open it. These serve as my first two warnings. No ditch, no door. Do exactly as I tell you in matters mentioned here. I have lived to tell this tale. You could be a lot less lucky. So that's an introduction to our Bina. And Bina lives with a man called Eddie, who she took in because he crashed into the wall outside of her field. And so she's been lumbered with this man now for about 10 years. At the beginning of the novel, she has been arrested and is waiting trial, accused of assisting in a suicide. So I'm going to read a little bit. I'm going to read a little bit. Okay, yes, I'll read this bit. I'd like to take this opportunity to apologise to anybody listening from Castlebar. I personally have nothing against Castlebar, but this is fiction, and fiction is made up. So this novel bears no resemblance to any person or place that necessarily exists. There are going to be two fellas I will warn you about. Eddie's the first, but the other fella. There was another fella. Isn't there always another fella? Where there's one, there's two. He came to the door, civilized, on a Tuesday. Worry about the civilized types on Tuesdays. Ask yourself, if someone highly clean and civilized is standing at your door, ask yourself what bold mischief that person could be capable of. Then imagine it twice as bad. Imagine them taking a sword and lopping off your head, dragging a large knife down the front of you, opening you up like a shirt, spilling your giblets out on the road, and rummaging through them. I generally find, since I started doing this, it prompts me to shut my door as swift as I open it. If the sword isn't working and your door is still open, imagine them taking a gun, a hunting rifle, the sort used to obliterate Bugs Bunny, and see yourself flung back against your airing cupboard, peppered with fat bullets. This is what some fellas like to do to women. Don't let yourself be one of them. Actually, I'll put it direct. If they are knocking, worry. Worry about them. They are all after something. It might be something you do or don't have or are or aren't able for. But they can persuade you they are ready for it, and so you've to be ready. Heed me on this. Heed me on this. I've made every mistake you've yet to make, and if you're intent on not listening, are about to make. And another thing, if someone asks you to put a bag over their head, don't do it. They can change their mind. That's what happened. The tall man. Someone changed her mind. A certain someone I can't name because of the courts in Castlebar. I hate Castlebar. The radio described me as a Castlebar woman. A Castlebar woman was remanded to custody this week, charged with all kinds of unhelpful things are said on radios. I know. I listen to a lot of radio. I am not a Castlebar woman. I hate Castlebar. They think they are Milan in Castlebar. They think they know better than the rest of us in Castlebar. I'd build a road straight through it. I'd flatten the place. I'd drop a bomb on it. Okay, Bina, stop writing mad things you cannot scrub out. I do not mean it. The part about bombing Castlebar. I have no access to bombs. I wouldn't even know what one looked like. Put this page into the fire, Bina. Stop adding to it. The trouble is, I like what's on the other side of the paper. I can't tell you what it is. All right, it's an ESB bill. I'm going to have to stick a piece of paper on top of this now to cover this part up. Castlebar brings out the worst in me. Second only to Eddie bringing out the worst, the absolute worst in me. I was in a charity shop there once and had to ask a man to shut up gossiping at the till. He turned and apologised and said he was only looking for directions to Tesco. I didn't turn, since I was already facing him. I said, "What are you after at Tesco? You might find it here." "I doubt it," he said. "What are you after?" I persisted. "Windscreen fluid, roll-on deodorant for my wife, and a pint of milk," he said. So that's our Bina on Castlebar. Oh, I'm out of time. I think I'm out of time. My phone, I closed my phone in the door the other day, and so the whole screen is smashed. So I've no idea even if this thing is working. So I'll leave it there, and feel free to reach out to me on social media. I'm on Twitter. And thank you again, and I hope you have a lovely celebration wherever you are. I hope you're staying safe, and a big thank you to all the nurses and care workers and medical staff who are taking care of us during this very difficult time, no matter where you are in the world. And please pay shop workers more money. That's what I think needs to come out of this pandemic. I think people who work in retail or supermarkets need to be paid like €40 an hour. Okay, that's over and out from me and Bina. Thanks again. Bye for now.